So Apple finally released iOS 16, and ever since then my entire TikTok feed has been flooded with people showing off their newly customized iPhone screens. And that's because with this new update, you can finally customize your phone to fit the different goals or different moods that you might have throughout the day. And if you don't know exactly what that means, don't worry, I'm gonna walk you through step by step and show you some cool ways that you can now make your phone work better for you. And with that, let's get into the video. Now this is a screen you're probably used to seeing when it comes to our usual iOS systems. We still have our time up here and our date, and now they've actually allowed us to add some widgets here, which we'll go over a little bit later. But first, I want to show you, if you press down, you now get the option to edit this lock screen directly from the lock screen itself. So you have an Apple Watch, this is a similar UI to that. Right now you're seeing my primary screen, but I also have other screens here if you just swipe. And what's really cool about these is there's actually different customization options beyond just changing the background. So this one here is my work screen whenever I'm trying to get work done. So let's tap into that. You can see I no longer have the widgets here because I'm more about focus and making sure there's nothing to distract me. Right here, you can see that I actually have my work focus on as well. That happens automatically. So this is attached to this specific screen setup. And then if we go back in here, I also have one for evenings. So if we click on this, my recharge setting automatically turns on, and this snoozes all of my notifications until the morning. I actually have this on timer. And you can see my alarm and my charging here directly on the screen. This is just another background I really liked. And then this is my fitness screen. So we get a little cute Sailor Moon playing volleyball. And then this is my activity summary. So it's really nice that you can just kind of glance at that when you might be on a run or in a workout class. And certain notifications are also turned off under my movement setting. Let's go back in here. And we are back to my original screen. Now to make your own screen, we are just going to slide over here and click the plus button. Now you're gonna see a lot of different options for backgrounds here. There are some featured ones that are pre-made. These are pretty basic for the most part. If you wanna go in and create your own, there are some suggested photos. Maybe I want one of Didi or my trip to Brazil. You can also do photo shuffle, which will go through different photos throughout the day. I'm not gonna do this because I got a lot of memories in there that I haven't deleted, but I also don't wanna be reminded of all the time. So use at your discretion. But I think you can actually choose a specific album. I haven't tested it out yet. Weather and astronomy, there is a weather screen, which will actually change throughout the day depending on the weather. And then we also have ones that are going to show you where you are in the world. If you're a traveler, this one could be cool. Here's another one also showing you on planet Earth if you were confused about where you were. The emoji screens are also really fun as well. You can actually go in and customize the emojis you want to use. You can use up to 6. So if we go into my frequently used, let's say we use all 6 of those, and there we go. That is me in a nutshell. Some other collections of just random generic screensavers as if we're from 1995. And then you can also do different colors. So click on this, you can pick different combinations and change these in terms of saturation. If you want something a little more subtle or something a little bit brighter. Sky is the limit. Now we're gonna actually build a screen right now because there's some other features after this that I wanna show you. Let's say I really wanna use this picture of New York City. I used to live right here next to the World Trade Center. You can actually go and change the fonts on your time. I'm not really a big fan of a lot of these. I think the minimalist one probably looks the best. They'll give you an automatic color, but you can go through here and change to whatever your heart desires. Let's just say I want to go for like a green and blue theme. You can also change the saturation here. And then if we go up here, you don't have to just use the date. You can actually have it show whatever your next event is. If you have back-to-back meetings, this might be a good option for you. You can also show what the weather is, show some of your activity. There's a couple different options. It'll show your alarms, different reminders, stocks, if you're into that, I don't know. And then here are the different widgets. So they've added some automatically. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these. But one of the options is to add in your calendar events, weather. You can show how your watch is charging, your different alarms, pretty much the same stuff we saw in this top area as well. Maybe if you want to know what the news is, you can add that in there. You can also crop this in and out if you want to just kind of change it around. And there are filters, so if you want to make it black and white, add on a color cast, there's just different options to help you if, you know, you want to get creative. You can also turn on the depth effect if that is what you want. So let's say I want to add this screen. I'm going to click add, and then it's going to ask me to set up as a wallpaper pair or to customize home screen. So the one they give you automatically is just a lock screen but blurred, so you can see your icons a little bit better. If you want to go and customize it, click down here. You can see the blurred version. They'll give you a color suggestion. You can also go in and change the colors yourself. You can go in and do a gradient, or you can of course change your own lock screen. Hi Albie. And there we go. Yes, perfect. So done, and now we can add a focus. So if this is something you want to attach to a certain screen, again, I had my different fitness screens and sleep screens, so you can kind of get creative with that if you want. I'm just gonna keep this as is. And there you go. And that is everything you need to know if you want to create your own custom lock screen setup in iOS 16. Overall, I think this was a really smart move by Apple because people have been craving for just a little bit more control over how they use their time, how they use their phones. And in a world of social media and things like TikTok, which take up all our time, it's kind of nice to know that you're able to compartmentalize and get a little bit of that time back and control over your digital use. Now, if time management is something that you have been struggling with a little bit lately, I would suggest watching this video on how to prioritize and get more time back in your life. But for now, don't forget to subscribe and give it a like, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.